Big news. Got a buried female inside the baby tank. So this seems to be our fourth buried female. She looks like she's definitely a first time mother though. You can see she's dropping eggs already. But she's pretty filled, which is a good sign. See, she's dropping a couple right there, but she is packed. And she's buried, so I'm happy. Now this is the third buried female we have, and this is a black rose. It's harder to see the eggs on her. I'm not sure if you can see them in the camera, but I can definitely see them right here. She's playing. You can see her stick her hand back there to keep playing with them and adjusting them. That's not good. I keep finding deaths in this tank, like all my other tanks. Maybe every other day, I might find one in one tank and then one in another. I have no idea what's causing it. I've been dosing with a calcium supplement. I have a nice piece of cuttle bone in there, as you can see. I have crushed coral in my substrate. I have plenty of hiding spots between the mosses, the grass. So I got Subwassertang in the back. I got dwarf hairgrass up here. I got 3 pieces of cholla wood. I got these big conch shells, which I see them hiding and playing in those all the time, but I still don't know what's causing these deaths. If anyone has an idea, comment me or send me an email. Maybe you can give me a little help, maybe some pointers, and even if you can't, it's a good story that I can learn something from. I just don't know what's causing it. I had 3 deaths in the Flip Aquatics tank, which you probably heard earlier in the update. And the only one that doesn't seem to have deaths is my baby tank. I don't know why that tank is so good. But seriously, I don't have a single death in there, and now I have a buried female, which is the first one of my babies to become buried. So this is going to be... So that's going to be an F2 generation. But you'll also see that in the video because I have a good video shot of it, and also have some pictures. But I think both of my black roses in this tank are both buried, which is pretty exciting. I wish I could find them, and they were out right now. They're not. But I believe both of those are buried. Just as this little girl's buried. Got a lot of colors in this tank. I love it. Hopefully they'll start making new colors. Well, not new, but new to me. So I know it's going to be hard to see, but if you can see right in the center there's a little baby crawling up the glass. So one of the blue ones in here, I think actually both of the blue ones in here have released their babies. So that's pretty exciting. So these babies are the first babies I've had in my shrimp tank where I've had the female become buried and release the babies without dying. So we made some improvements over the past months. It's hard to see her, but if you can see that blue one there, she's one of the mothers that released her babies. It's really exciting because I haven't been able to have that happen before. Seems like every time I had one female become buried before and she died shortly after. But I seem to be doing good now. So just a quick update on the shrimp tank. It is Tuesday, April 18th, and I have my first death. But that's okay, these things happen. He might have just molted. I got a couple more molts in my tank. So he might have just molted, might have gotten picked on. Not sure what happened, but that's alright, these things happen. They're still adjusting to my water. And we'll just move on from there. It's not too big of a loss, just one. It was a little one. I still have a bunch of saddled females in there. Actually looks like more than what I had before. So everything seems to be going good, minus the one death, but not too worried about that. I'll keep a close eye on this tank, and if any more happens, I'll get in touch with Rob just to see what else I can do to help keep these guys alive, but nothing to worry about right now. Here's a bunch of the cherry shrimp out eating. You can see the saddles in those females. Oh yeah, look at that one. These again are the ones from Flip Aquatics. For the price, I say you can't beat it. I love that Java moss. Another saddled female back there on the driftwood. So as a total, I have had 3 deaths inside this tank. They happened 1 on Thursday and 2 on Friday. I haven't seen any since then. Today's Sunday. So there's another big saddled female. She's eating off that catappa leaf. So what I have in here right now that all these guys are eating, this is the Hikari shrimp cuisine. This is the first shrimp food that I got back in December, and all the shrimp seem to love it. I like it that it's small and I can kind of spread it out over a little area in the tank. So we go back here. I spread it out from about the beginning of this piece of driftwood here to the end of that leaf. So I just kind of spread a thin layer throughout there, just little tiny pieces. Now it is easy to overfeed with the Hikari shrimp cuisine and not notice because the little pellets are so small. So you got to keep an eye on it if you're using that. But generally I don't have a problem. I feed very lightly. Sorry for the poor view, but this is the only shot I can get. This is the first buried shrimp from the Flip Aquatics Cherry Shrimp Starter Pack. I think it's only been about 2 weeks, maybe about 3 weeks now. I don't remember any saddled shrimp coming in the bag. I thought I checked it over pretty thoroughly, but I don't know, maybe this is one of the first ones that became saddled and that they're already buried. She's got quite a bit of eggs under her. So I've had 4 deaths so far, and that was between last Thursday and Monday. And I haven't had any deaths since Monday. Today's Wednesday. And here's a buried shrimp. So I'm not sure what happened with those 4. I am going to be emailing Rob from Flip Aquatics tonight and asking him, or sharing with him my water parameters, finding out what he thinks about it. But the fact that there's a buried shrimp in there as of today, that's a pretty good sign. Today is Wednesday, I think it's the 26th, April 26, 2017. So in this cherry shrimp starter tank, I have my first buried shrimp on this date. Here's a close-up of the buried shrimp. It's been a couple days since that previous clip. And she seems to be holding them all pretty well. We got quite a few under there. Okay, just to finish up this couple week update video on the shrimp tank, took some of the extra Sturgeon Repens out of the planted tank upstairs and just planted them down here to see what they'll do. Again, the big news being we have a buried shrimp inside the Flip Aquatics tank, so that's really exciting. As of Monday, 4/24, that was our last death, so we had a total of 4 deaths in here. But it's been about, 5 days since that happened, so I think we might be in the clear. So just as a whole with the shrimp tanks, everything seems to be going good. We got buried females in every single tank. In the 10-gallon upstairs, we have 2 of the mothers have released their babies. In the 7.5-gallon baby shrimp tank, we have a buried female in there. And down here in the 20 long with the shrimp from Flip Aquatics, we have saddled females everywhere. And we have our buried female. So I hope you all liked this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Have any comments or questions, leave a comment or email me at theplatypen.com. Thank you all and God bless. Have a good day.